It's time for Rabbi Minkowicz's Weekly Torah Lesson, a place where life's most difficult questions are answered. Here with his spiritual perspective and insight, Rabbi Minkowicz.
Welcome to this week's Torah lesson. This week's Torah portion is Parsha MIKEITZ and Chanukah. So the question of the week is, where do we find strength in challenging times? This week, as we celebrate Chanukah and we read the Al HaNissim prayer in our prayer service and in the Grace After Meals, so it speaks about the miracle of Chanukah, when the Greeks wanted to destroy us and destroy our temple. So it says there that we were in an eis tzara, we were in a terrible strait, and the Torah tells us in the Al HaNissim prayer, Ravta es rivam, that God came and saved us, and He fought our battles. So the Rebbe asks the question, if it's our battles, why is God fighting our battles? So the Rebbe explains that we each have a physical battle, as the Greeks at that time, but also we each have a spiritual battle. What does that mean? Every single day there's a battle. What's the battle? The battle is our evil inclination wants us not to serve God, and not to study Torah, and not to do mitzvot. But with our godly soul, we overcome, and we try to overcome, the battle of the evil inclination. Now, there are days when we're successful. But then there are times when we aren't. So what happens? The Rebbe says, Ravta es rivam. God comes in, steps in, and fights our battles for us. And when God steps in, then even though we're in a tzara, we're in a terrible place, but with the power of God, we're able to overcome every challenge that we have. And the Rebbe says we find something very interesting. When it comes to putting up a mezuzah, we know we put up a mezuzah on the right side of the doorpost. Why? Because the right is power, and we obviously want to serve God from a place of power. Where do we put up the Chanukah candles? We put it up on the left side of the doorpost. The left side is weakness. So why do we put the Chanukah candles on the left side? So Rebbe says, not because of a weak point, but on the contrary, because the power the Chanukah has, because God came in and stepped in and fought our battles for us, we're able to not only deal with the right side, which is easy, but we're even able to deal with the left, which is extremely negative. But once we have the power of God, we're able to totally overcome not only the right side, which we normally do with the mezuzah, but even the left side, we're able to overcome our greatest challenges because we have God with us. To answer the question, where do we find strength to overcome our challenges? The strength we find is from the story of Chanukah. To know that any situation we're in, as hard as it may be, we're in a place of tzara, a place of tremendous pain. Ravta es rivam, God will come and does come to save us. And God is ultimately the source of our true comfort and knowing that we're not alone. This week's Torah lesson is dedicated to the memory of Baruch and Aryeh Leib. May the Torah that we're studying in his memory cause an elevation for his soul. Thanks so much for joining us for our weekly Torah lesson. Please join us for live classes here at Chabad. Wednesday, we have the JLI course from 12:30 to 2. Thursday morning, there's a Parsha class by Chana from 11 to 12. And Thursday evening, we have the JLI from 7 to 8:30. And Shabbat morning, we have Kabbalah class at 9 o'clock, followed by services and a Farbrengen. Shavua Tov, have a great week. Please join us for the grand Chanukah menorah lighting this year, Tuesday, December 16th, 5:30 p.m. on the cruise taking place in downtown Fort Myers at 5:30 p.m. We will have a beautiful, exciting Chanukah celebration with lighting of the grand menorah, great music, great food, and great entertainment. Please join us.